All right, page 42, assignment 44. I'm going to try something new, and I'm going to ask callers to call in and tell me what color they would like me to do this homework in. Oh, here's a call now. Screencasting Center. Sure. Okay, orange it is. Thank you for calling. Okay, so it's going to be orange. So, looks like it was already selected. That's great. So which two triangles in this first one have two things labeled? This is backwards. The small ones had been on the left, but this time it's on the right. It's definitely smaller. So the small triangle has the short leg of 8 and the long leg of x. And the medium triangle, right here, has a short leg of x and a long leg of 20. And we don't know much at all about the big triangle. We already have our block 4, so we're ready to go. 8 over x equals x over 20. I'm going to cross multiply. And I have x squared equals 160. And this one's a little bit tricky at first, but think about it. Anything times 10 just adds a 0, and we know that 16 is a perfect square. So 16 times 10 is 160. Square root of 16 is 4. So we have x equals 4 radical 10. Now we have number 2. I definitely see that the small triangle again has two things labeled. So I have the short leg of 6 and the hypotenuse of x. Okay, I don't know the long leg. And then it looks like, if you look at the medium, I don't know anything here, so it's not medium. It must be the large. And it looks like I have 20 here and x here. So the short leg, which is the upside down bottom, is x. Oops. X. That's the large triangle. And the hypotenuse, which is across from the right angle, is 20. It's the 14 and the 6 together. So 6 over x equals x over 20. I'm going to talk my way through this one, so you don't make sure you don't copy what I'm just what I'm writing. X squared equals 120. So then you have to break down the 120. So if you have x squared equals 120, you take the square root of 120. Factors are 4 and 30. So radical 4 and radical 30. Radical 4 becomes 2. Radical 30 stays. So it's 2 radical 30 for your final answer to this problem. On to number 3. Which two triangles are we using here? Oh, excuse me just one sec. Screencasting Center. Okay. No, I understand. Thanks. One of our callers didn't like the color orange, so we're going to make a change. They wanted purple. Okay? Whatever works for you guys. Move my chart out of the way there. It was blocking a number. Okay, so it looks like I definitely have a medium triangle here. Nothing's really going on with the small. I don't have anything labeled over there. But the medium has a long leg of 15, again medium, and a hypotenuse of x. Looks like I have something going on with the large triangle. The large triangle has a long leg of x and a hypotenuse of 18. So this one's going to be x squared equals whatever 15 times 18 is. X squared is 270. And then we need to take the square root of 270, which is not a perfect square, but 9 and 30 work, and 9's a perfect square. So put a 9 here and 30 here. The square root of 9 is 3 radical 30. And number 4 is just turned a little bit upside down. You can even turn your paper and have this be the bottom if you wanted, so it looks like the rest of them. And it almost looks like it's in the middle here, but if this is 9 and this is 4, then this has to be 5, which means that this is the small triangle and this is the medium one, because 4 is just a little bit smaller than 5. So the small triangle has a short leg of 4, a long leg of x, and then it looks like we have the medium triangle, which has a short leg of x and a long leg of 5. There's my block of 4 right there. So then I have 4 over x equals x over 5. X squared equals 20. X squared equals 20. Then you have to break down radical 20. To break down radical 20, the perfect square that goes into 20 is radical 4 and radical 5. Radical 4 becomes 2 radical 5. 2 radical 5. I hope you enjoyed this screencast. I may even add some music before I upload it. If you watch this screencast, don't tell anyone. And when you walk in tomorrow, tell me that the code number is 32, and I'll know that you watched this.